Let's talk about multi-authoring. Now, I do have a document library in front of us, and we have a Word document, Policies for IT. Notice the last time it was modified was by Adam Barr, and it is not checked out. Now, we're going to go over to another machine, and this is the document, and Adam Barr is currently the one that is working on this document. And let me illustrate. It is Adam Barr. So he's working away and he continues to save it. And when he saves it, notice the little icon, it's going up to SharePoint. Now, another user sees it, doesn't realize that anyone has it open, and selects to edit the document. So the edit feature will call on Microsoft Word if it's installed, and it appears to be installed. And normally you would think we would be opening a read-only copy. Most people would assume that. But we're going to wait a moment and actually see what happens when two people attempt to edit a document directly from SharePoint at the same time. Now notice it is downloading and it's processing the request. Now it may ask us to log in if SharePoint has not been configured as a trusted location by Microsoft Office. IT staff would have to configure across the board that all SharePoint sites are trusted in the environment. So here's the document. It has opened. And notice I do see his last change. Now, I'm going to wait just a moment before I start editing. And I'm going to just go in like normal. I'm editing just like normal. And I'm going to come up here and save it. And of course, where is it saving it to? It's saving it back to SharePoint. Now, I'm going to wait a moment and then I'm going to go to the back office stage here. I'm going to go to the file and I don't see anything as of yet, but in a moment, oh, there we are. We can see that there are two people related working on this document. Now, I'm going to go back to the document itself, and I'm going to do another statement. And I'm going to save it. Now, Adam has the same document open. I wonder what he sees. I'm going to go back here, and you can see here that he does not see any changes. I'm going to go File, and I don't here see yet that another person is editing. We're going to go back, and we're going to make an entry here. And now, as Adam, I'm going to save this. Now, there are updates. So, click to save to refresh. Oh, and notice, now I get a pop-up that the administrator is editing this document. And I can see the administrator and Adam at the same time are editing. So I am going to save it. And we get a message that says it has refreshed the documents with the changes done by somebody else. And I'm going to say OK. Now, this is Office 2010. And if we go over to this location, it looks slightly different in Office 2013. Now, in 2013, we can see this little note that there are updates, and save it to refresh the area. So we're going to save it. And it's going to go back, and it again tells us that there are updates. So let's go in here as the administrator, and we're going to insert, and we're just going to do a shape of some description. And then we're going to save the document. And then we go back. And this is L. And notice there's something new in this area. And I hover, and it tells me. So let's click to save. And there'll be an update. And we can see it. Now, what happens when one or the other user saves and closes? So we're going to save one more time. We're on here as Adam, and I'm going to go File, and those are the two people that are currently editing. I'm going to close the document. Then we go back here, and it says Adam is no longer editing the document. And that's called MultiAuthor.